TrailMeister here. Today we're going to check out a new camping stove. This is the ECOZOOM Versa, and I think we're going to find out that it's a pretty handy thing to have, especially if you're camping at the trailhead or even when the power goes out at home. A few words that popped into my mind as I unboxed the Versa stove were rugged, reliable, durable, high-tech, heavy-duty, and heavy. At over 20 pounds, this isn't something that you're going to put in a backpack or ask a pack animal to haul. On the other hand, at home, for when the power goes out, or trailhead camping or car camping, I think this could be a real winner. Some of the things in the box, besides the stove itself, that are awfully handy are a wood stand. You'll use this when you're burning wood. A charcoal grill when you're burning charcoal. And this is a windscreen for your pots. You just clamp this around your pot and it will reduce a lot of heat loss and make your dishes cook a lot quicker. Now that you've heard my first impressions of the Versa, let's talk with the folks at ECOZOOM. After all, they made the stove and can tell us a lot more about it.
Hi, I'm Tom with ECOZOOM, and today we're going to be talking about our Versa stove. So the Versa gets its name due to its versatility. It can cook with either wood, solid biomass, or charcoal. Inside the stove we have a ceramic insulation, so it's going to do a really good job of keeping all the heat within the stove and do a good job of transferring the heat out of the stove to your pot or pan. And it's also going to allow the outside of the stove to not get too hot if you need to touch it for any reason. So overall, the stove is designed to be super powerful as well as efficient. When you're cooking with the stove, you'll notice that there's going to be a 70% reduction in smoke compared to an open campfire, and a 60% fuel savings in terms of how efficiently the stove burns.
Now that you've heard my first impressions, as well as heard from the manufacturer, let's take this thing outside and see how it works in the real world.
It's about 20 degrees out this morning, so it's a bit brisk. So the first thing we're going to do is get this Versa stove started. I'm going to make a cup of coffee. After that, we're going to make my favorite backcountry breakfast. Now that we've got a little bit of a fire going, we've put water on for coffee. We've got about a liter in here. Like I said, it's about 20 degrees. And now let's see how long it takes for this to boil. It's about 23 minutes in, and we do have a boil going. Now that coffee's done, I'm pretty darn peckish. So now I've got breakfast going. Breakfast is done. It took about an hour on the Versa stove. One of the nifty things about the stove is it didn't use much wood at all. You can see the wood that I have left. I would have burned that in a regular campfire in 15 minutes, where now I've got lots left over. So that's really the great thing about the Versa stove. It doesn't use much fuel at all. One complaint about it is it's not a start the fire and walk away deal either. You really have to manage the fire to keep it going. But if you do that, you're fine. And so with that, I'm having breakfast. Have a great day.